Well, the main problem with it is there's a lot of weaves in there. You weave traffic from one lane to the other to the other. It makes it somewhat a dangerous intersection. And plus, it just needs capacity. When you look at it right now, I think it was built for about 48,000 trips a day, and it has almost 100,000 trips a day, which are coming through that one interchange. It's our major corridor for our north-south corridor and our east-west corridor. So it's a major intersection for that. So we've got to continue working on that to make sure that we can keep traffic flowing in the city of Huntsville.
Right. And that the city of Huntsville, it's forever expanding. You all are growing. We are on track to actually being the #1 city in the state, right?
Yes. You know, and to me, I think it's not as important to be the biggest, but to be the best. And to be the best, we have to have the best transportation system. And this is just part of that whole transportation grid that we work on a day-to-day basis.
Right. And talk about some of the challenges, if you can, go into a little bit more depth as the challenges. You said that the interstate, the capacity to have so much traffic is bigger than you all imagined.
Yeah, well, we designed this. This was designed back in the 1980s. Nobody expected Huntsville to grow to the degree that we have grown over the last couple of years. But now when you look at it, you know, it has the capacity for about 48,000 trips a day. We're having almost 100 to 110,000 trips a day coming in. So that just means that we've got to add capacity. We also have to kind of fix some of the movements in there because there's also, if you notice, there's a lot of wrecks right in that area. It's because of the weave of the traffic. So we've got, I think we've started on a good plan to fix it, but it's a long-term plan. And this last trip to Washington was the start of that long-term plan.
Talk about that plan as you spoke with our fellow leaders out in Washington, and the price tag for that plan.
Yeah, the most important thing is that, you know, we've got to get it on the federal highway plan. Once we get that on the federal highway plan, then we can start working the funding side of it. It's going to be, you know, from preliminary engineering shows $200 to $300 million improvement on that one intersection. So we've got a long way to go. It's a multi-year plan. It'll take us a number of years to get there where we're ready to actually do the construction. But this is a good starting point, and it's time to start.
Okay. Anything else that you want to add about what this pivotal moment means for us? Because we're seeing all types of changes from Research Park Boulevard. There's just a lot of moving parts happening around the city of Huntsville regarding infrastructure.
You really can't go anywhere in the city of Huntsville without seeing an orange cone. And the orange cones mean that we're having progress. We're doing Research Park Boulevard. We're about to start on Maston Lake. We're about to start on the Northern Bypass. We have finished Lily Flags and Bird Springs. We've finished Highway 72 East. In the future, we'll be starting on 72 West in the University Drive corridor. So we still have a lot of work to do, but we've made some great strides in the last 5 to 7 years, but that's not to say there's still not more to do.
Right. Oh, and let's not forget, we just had the opening of the Trash Pandas and that I-565 East. So that as well is another addition. You have that traffic as well to essentially deal with.
And that traffic is just as much a part of the North Alabama traffic grid system as any of the other. All of that ties together into a traffic grid system or a transportation plan that lets people get in here, go to work, get back home to get home. But the most important thing is that we've got a transportation grid that supports all the workers that come in and go home.
Okay. How successful do you think it'll be you all getting that funding? I know you said that's #1, getting that federal funding. Do you think it'll be possible for Huntsville?
Oh yeah, I think it's very possible. It's just it's the start of a process. We've got to get on the federal highway plan first, then we go after the funding, and we'll work in conjunction with the Alabama Department of Transportation. So the city of Huntsville will work as a partner with them, same way we did with Restore Our Roads a number of years ago. It's the same kind of project.